everybody, welcome back for yet another session of the Hopry. My name is Mark Starr, and today, well, I've got a question for you. What is it about Michigan and, great beers? I've mentioned this, I think maybe once or twice so far, but every single beer or brewery I get from the state of Michigan seems to just be excellent. Well, today I'm going to review a beer that I just saw in one of my local liquor stores yesterday. It's called Bell's Java Stout, and from what I understand, this one just got released again. So I've not had this one, but you'll know that I reviewed the Founder's Breakfast Stout, and the fact that that's called the Breakfast Stout and it is brewed with coffee. I imagine this one's probably going to be fairly similar to that. In fact, if you look on the bottle here, it says that this is a stout brewed with coffee. So I'm looking at the alcohol by volume on this one, and it's only 7.5%. So this one's clearly not an imperial stout. If it were an imperial stout, it would probably be closer to about 10%. But I just wanted to give a shout out first before I even open this bottle to Bell's Brewery. Your Hop Slam, I think, is probably the first craft beer that literally just exploded my head. That was probably one of the most amazing beers I've ever had. Can you please release it more than once a year, though? Waiting for January is, it's tough. It's really, really tough. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start opening this. And like most of the stouts that I drink, I pulled this one out of the refrigerator about 15, 20, 25 minutes ago, just because I want to take that refrigerator bite off of it. The colder a beer is, the more those flavors are going to get muted. So you want to go ahead and let your beer sit out for a little bit, kind of let some of the aromatics warm up a little bit, and I think you'll enjoy your beers a lot better that way. So, well, let's talk about the color before I go in there. This one's obviously black, as a stout should be. I will tell you that I can already smell it, which, I know I say that a lot as well. With these types of tulip glasses, it really does push those aromas up out of the glass, but it's pretty much black. I don't even see anything but maybe a dark brown edge around that. The head on this one is really nice as well. It's kind of that traditional roasted hazelnut color, which I think is really a nice looking head. And about the normal amount, about a finger's worth of head. So, and it's just exploding with coffee. So that's pretty much what I expected. And hey, you know what? I love coffee. I also have a good friend out in Los Angeles. She's somebody that I work with. Her name's Dawnette, and she loves coffee as well. I sent her a couple Founders Breakfast Stout recently, and I'm trying to get her to learn more about these coffee stouts, because if you're somebody who likes coffee, I think you're really going to dig these kinds of beers. So anyway, let me give it one more smell, though I think it's pretty much... Hey, you know what, guys? I'm really doing this. There's no editing. This is one take. So if I get my nose in there and I get some head on my nose, well, so be it. We're just going to have to move on. But anyway, I definitely get the coffee, those roasted malts, maybe just a slight amount of chocolate. But I think it pretty much smells exactly like what I thought it would taste like. So let's go ahead and try it. Wow, that coffee flavor is really, really strong. In fact, I think it's, I wouldn't say that it's overpowering. It's not overpowering. It's just very obvious that Bell's wanted this beer to taste like coffee. This reminds me of it reminds me of a shot of espresso with maybe just a little bit of caramel syrup added to it. Yeah, for the style, this is very, very good. I'd say this is probably about a 93, 94 for me. It's not the most insane stout I've ever had. It's very, very good. I would highly recommend this one, especially again if you know people who are into coffee and you know, other types of stouts. In fact, you know, if you know people who are drinking Guinness and that's one of their favorite beers, go out and get them a coffee stout or an imperial stout and say, hey, you know, I just wanted to get this beer for you and have you try it and see what you think. I think the people that drink you know, Guinness and other stouts like that, you know, really drink it for a reason. They like the roastiness of it, they like the darkness of it, but I don't think that a lot of people really know that there are some really amazing stouts out there. So anyway, let me give this one another drink. I'm kind of liking this one. The thing I also like is that I'm hoping there's some caffeine in here. So at the end of the day, you come home, you know, you have a couple beers. We don't really want to go to sleep in 25 minutes. You know, you might want to stay up and catch a football game, you know, listen to some Ornette Coleman, you know, just kind of take the edge off. And I think this would probably be a really good one for that. I think this is a really successful beer for Bell's. You know, Bell's along with Founders, Dark Horse, some of the others that I've been reviewing, I mean, I don't know how they do it. They just make extremely good beers in the state of Michigan. So if you can find anything from anybody in Michigan, I highly recommend trying them. This is another good one. I also like the label on this one as well. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go back downstairs and, you know, kind of finish this beer and do a little bit of relaxing. But go to my website, www.thehopry.com, or go to Twitter, which is twitter.com/thehopry, and follow me. And we'll keep going through these beers and hopefully find, you know, 2 or 3 or 10 that you really like or are interested in, and go out and find those. So if you're on my website, www.thehopry.com, you'll always see a little segment at the bottom where I say this beer can be found in these states. That way you'll know if it's available in the state you're living in or not. Well, anyway, thanks again for coming back. My name is Mark Starr, and thanks a lot. We'll see you.